US Secretary of State John Kerry has been in London for talks with British Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson. They've been discussing the situation in Libya. The head of Libya's unity government, Prime Minister Fayez Serraj, was also part of the talks on Monday. Representatives of the IMF and World Bank as well were there. The talks are focused on the persistent economic and security challenges faced by the Libyan government. Let's get you more now on that story. I'm joined live from London by CCTV's Richard Bessick. Richard, what's come out of that meeting on Monday? Have any concrete decisions been made on the way forward for Libya?
Penina, there has been a lot of talk here in London of hope for an end to the violence which has ravaged Libya in the 5 years since British and French warplanes helped rebels bring down Colonel Gaddafi. But effectively the fundamentals remain unchanged. The UN-backed Libyan government's failure to win legitimacy or even to function as a government is at the heart of a deep political fragmentation. It is that which is at the heart of Libya's continuing turmoil and violence. And the meeting here, hosted in London, apparently came up with nothing concrete to tackle those divisions other than to urge the key figures to compromise. Whether, Penina, that will break the impasse is considered unlikely by many observers.
Well, Western and some Arab powers have pledged their support for the unity government. What form will that support take? Do we know?
Well, it's true that representatives from the United States, the UK, France and Italy were joined by Middle Eastern powers here in London, all of whom expressed support for Fayez Serraj, the Prime Minister of the UN-brokered unity government, supposed unity government. But Serraj's government is just one of three vying for power. What form will the support take? Largely diplomatic, but on the ground the fighting between the warring players continues, and the government of Fayez Serraj has all the appearances, Penina, of a failed state.
Well, Richard, the Libyan economy also featured prominently during that meeting, but we have two rival central bank governors and no finance minister in Libya at the moment. So how can any economic plan be implemented?
Well, it is the economy where the West, and in particular the World Bank and the Middle Eastern powers, could offer help to ward off what is seen as the imminent total collapse of Libya's economy. The dispute between the Prime Minister and the governor of the central bank in Libya, just one of the elements contributing to that. The World Bank, which was in attendance, as you said there, Penina, in London, has said Libya's economy is near collapse and bank reserves are plummeting. Oil exports are significantly down and it would appear economic ruin beckons. However, until the international community can heal Libya's fractured political reality, it's difficult to see how they can solve the country's financial crisis.
Right, Richard Bessick joining us live in London. Thank you.